Hi Damien for Automotive Superstore. If you're budget savvy and you're after a 9-inch floating screen, well, JVC's just released this. It's the KW-M8009F. It's the most affordable floating 9-inch screen on the market, and it's still got CarPlay and Android Auto wired and wireless. Let's check it out. Now, before I get started on the features of this specific unit, it's worth knowing that this unit is twinned with a Kenwood model because Kenwood and JVC effectively are the same company. It's kind of a rebadging process. There is a model called the DMX7049XDS. It is identical in every way to this unit, save for two things. And there is a $50 premium to the Kenwood model. And that is the Kenwood has DAB+ digital radio built in and wireless smartphone mirroring. If you don't need any of those features, like I don't listen to radio and I don't really use smartphone mirroring, and so I might save the extra money and just get the JVC. But if you want those features, I think $50 is a fairly reasonable price to ask for them. All right, so let's talk about the features that come on this unit. So 9-inch capacitive touchscreen. The native resolution is 1024 by 600 pixels, wired and wireless for CarPlay and Android Auto. You get front, rear and subwoofer RCA pre-outs on these, and it's 4 volts RMS of signal strength for all of those. The internal power channels are 22 watts RMS by 4. It has a single USB, it's 1.5 amps of charging, and it has front and rear camera inputs. There's also iDataLink Maestro support if you need that for your vehicle and you want to add the module on to get those functions on the screen. And there's dual phone Bluetooth, which is great for tradespeople. I also tested it with my 1080p high resolution video files in MP4 format, and they work perfectly. For the high res audio files, I have 3 test files in formats called AIF, WAV and FLAC. Of those 3, it only played back the FLAC file, but will play back up to 96 kilohertz and 24-bit. So now let's talk about the installation. What I love about this particular unit, and it shares this of course with the Kenwoods, is the installation and fitment of the screen couldn't be easier. A lot of the floating screens, you've got these brackets and bolts and hinges and screws and plugs and looms you've got to work with that can be very difficult and fiddly, especially during installation time. The JVC has the simplest system I've ever come across. It's beautiful, it's elegant. I wish they all used this. It simply clips onto the front. There's a uni-pin connector and you slide it in, it clicks in, and that's it. It's installed, all the wiring is done. What's even better than that, it's a ball fitment. So you've got swivel adjustment in all kinds of directions, and you can also lift and lower the screen compared to the chassis. Honestly, it's the best fitting system I've ever come across for a floating screen. So in the box, besides the actual screen and the chassis itself, you get the main wiring harness. Obviously, it goes straight to ISO, and that saves you a few dollars if you've got to go from ISO to your vehicle. You've only got to buy that lead. If you've got to hardwire it, you'll have to chop the lead down and just hardwire it as you require. You also get a GPS antenna in there. That's for the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You get this DIN cage if you need to fill in a DIN spot in your car, back strap, some side brackets and bolts. Your Bluetooth microphone, obviously, it's just an extension for your handbrake wire. This is a 3-wire to 3.5mm style steering wheel control adapter lead, and your full owner's manual. Let's dive into the menu and have a look at the unit's features. So here's Android Auto, where you swipe up and down to access your apps. In CarPlay, it's the same thing, but you swipe left and right to access your music, your communication apps, and so forth. Back to the main menu. In here we have the access to all of the sources. Hit the gear key and it takes you into the menu system. Under general, it's your normal things like time, beep tone. You can set for right-hand drive or left-hand drive. Your demo mode can be turned on or off. Here's the camera setup for both front and rear cameras, and you can set your guidelines. In display, there are 6 different colors to choose from for the lower LEDs. You can also set animation, it'll just cycle through different colors. In wallpaper, there are 6 preset wallpapers to choose from. You can also adjust the brightness of the screen. In connection, you've got your two phones here you can set up, and it's also your Wi-Fi setup. Across into audio, it's very basic. Here we've got fader and balance. You can set it by just moving this cursor around, or you can use the buttons on the side. You can turn the subwoofer on and off, and you have a variable low pass filter. It can be adjusted up to 160 Hz, and you've got your subwoofer level control here independent of the main volume. We have a loudness function we can go on and off. Into EQ. There are 10 bands you can tune with and store as a user preset. You've also got a number of preset curves here. There are these settings as well to play with if you like. You can adjust your source levels here. And then finally, you can adjust your microphone. You've got one built into the screen or an external one, and its level. So there you have it, JVC's KW-M8009F. Now, if you dig these features in the unit, but you still do want to have DAB+ and or smartphone mirroring, don't forget there's the Kenwood equivalent model, the DMX7049XDS. I've done a video on that unit as well as a review. The difference is only about $50 RRP to get those extra features. That's at retail price. Don't forget at any given time, one and or both of these are going to be on a discount. So sort of weigh that into your decision-making process. If you want to grab one, there'll be a link down below. Way down there, like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you next time.